the scriptural references, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of the authority of Hinduism, the millions of Attas, Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas, all of them are manifested the powers of Paramashiva, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation, Bhagavan's very own Leelas, to showcase how a human can have the superconscious breakthrough, and from human to superconsciousness, the conscious serenity, how to experience that and manifest our reality. The Shakshi Pramana, the experience of the millions of disciple devotees of the science of our manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study, measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Again and again, Bhagavan beautifully gives us the ultimate science for us to experience the thoughtless space, not just the thoughtless space, the Shakti, to manifest our reality as per our definition. Bhagavan beautifully showers on each one of us the auspiciousness and makes us understand how to receive that space for us to manifest the reality. The Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana is the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Here, this is from the Spandakarikas, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5. This is for the power of materialization.
In spite of all the attention.
येन यत्र यति स्वब 3.4 and 3.5. यथा हि अर्थो स्फुतो दृष्ट सावधानेऽपि चेतसि भूयः स्फुटतरो भाति स्वबलोद्योगभावितः तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says, indeed, just as the object which in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's visual power. Bhagavan Paramashiva says beautifully how we are constantly deluded with all that is there in the outer world and struggle, get into the boredom, tiredness, pain, struggle, and then disease and death. All that forms as a disease, old age, and finally get into so much of struggle, especially in the old age, and then the death itself, with all the suffering for many years to start going through. Here Bhagavan gives such a beautiful space, just being in the oneness and more looking in where is Paramashiva, the reality, how you exist as a consciousness. Each one of us can experience the consciousness when we start cherishing it. It is by law that we are Paramashiva. Each one of us is ultimate. Bhagavan says even he cannot stop us being the ultimate. The ultimate that Bhagavan is making us understand, initiating us and giving us are the ultimate space for us to start looking up to the higher reality. Brahmanya Bahulputratam, Bhagavan says each one of us is an inheritance, favorite inheritance of cosmos. Again and again, holding the higher space, each one is the Brahman, each one is the consciousness who can manifest our reality, manifest our abundance. Too big a promise, so we leave it out, but that is what it is. Now, we can experience the ultimate or suffer in the delusion. It's a mirage. How Bhagavan says, the moon keeps fading away and finally we have no moon. But it is actually not the reality. The perception shows that the moon is fading away. He says all the delusion is just like that. It is a perception that you feel that you are struggling, but there is no struggle because you are consciousness. There is no such thing as struggle. Only because of your attachment to the ideas that we cling along and cherish is the only suffering that we have. Once we understand, we do not have to suffer for whatever is happening. The happenings are true, but the suffering is not true. The attached suffering is the only reason we have to unclutch from that. If we unclutch and let the happenings happen just the way it is, simply we will fall into the beautiful space of oneness, manifesting the highest powers of Paramashiva. Beautifully, Bhagavan gives the pramana for materialization. Bhagavan Sri Baba, who went to the multi-speciality hospital to witness what is going on, and he materialized for one of the devotees and shared it so that he can be cured immediately. The greatest signs, all these powers that we can demonstrate as our reality, Baba simply materialized the vibhuti, asked him to pack it and give it to the doctor so that he can be completely healed. He himself packs it and then gives it to the doctor to get the patient apply it and heal it. All the Mahatmas were able to manifest the greatest reality, just pull people out of any such problem just by just one glimpse of it. All that was possible because of oneness with Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself initiates and does the prana pradishta of the deity and materializes the kumkum and vibhuti.
Today we had the Prana Pratishtha of Durga Devi in the morning in the temple. Even though today is 8th day, but Tithi is Sabdami Tithi. So the Prana Pratishtha of Mahadevi, Durga, happened, means Durga has landed here to accept our respects and worship and devotion. When she lands, she really lands. And the Prana Pratishtha, along with the Prana Pratishtha of Durga Devi, we also had Prana Pratishtha of Nithyanandeshwara, Nithyanandeshwari and Nithyananda in Singapore. The Singapore deities were consecrated, the Prana Pratishtha was done, and after the Prana Pratishtha I said Kumkum and Vibhuti will materialize, and it has already started materializing on the deities. Means the Prana Pratishtha is done, the process is complete.
The Atma Pramana, where Singapore it materialized now. Here, Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramana.
You can see the Jnananjan on the person's hand, so beautiful. Not only that, you can see how it forms as small particles. We'll show you the next clipping also. You can see the hand very clearly, how small the particle appears on the hand. Trillions of the dollars NASA spends on trying to get something teleported even. Even the breadth dimension, they have to spend trillions of the dollar to make a matter into no matter and then again a matter, a teleporting process. Here, simply sitting with your coffee mugs, and you can see how the manifestation just happens. As not just that, you can see how many items is manifested, different kinds of items that is manifested during the power manifestation. It can be a gemstone, it can be a deity, it can be a conch. Even Bhagavan has said in satsang that how his guru, yoga guru, has materialized a conch for him. All these great possibilities happen as reality. Bhagavan manifested Lakshmi deity for one of the devotees when he was young, and he has put it in his visiting card also. The greatest signs simply happen to us when we are in oneness. In Tamil, there's a proverb, Angam Partha, Tangam Pirkum. The whole inside, you start becoming gold. That outside will start manifesting as gold. So all these greatest possibility that we can experience as oneness with Paramashiva when we are in the deep meditative space with Paramashiva. Because Bhagavan has initiated, because Bhagavan is in the Kailash courtyard, all this becomes a reality. That's what he says. Not only a thoughtless space, a peace that people are running around for. Not only that, but he gives you the Shakti to manifest your reality, bringing the auspiciousness and abundance in the highest form. So let's start. Sit straight first, wipe out everything so that it's clean. Take a picture or a video, record it, and make sure your height is, the hand is not with any wet or any particle. Make sure everything is clean. You want to take a picture, you can take a picture, and you can just take a deity, keep it, paduka, everything you can place, but clean it up, your laptop, everything, clean it up so that we can experience the oneness step by step, whatever Paramashiva says, and manifest, materialize the powers beautifully. Now sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line so that the Kundalini can raise to your Agnya. Visualize only Paramashiva. Bhagavan spoke so beautifully about conscious sovereignty. Hold that. The very purpose of our life is to experience Paramashiva. Paramashiva, who we are not the identity that we carry. That is the only mistake where we do. We are not the dream that we are dreaming. When we wake up, we are clear the dream is just a dream. Same way, be very clear, whatever happening in your life is just a dream. Wake up to the reality, I am Paramashiva. I am quantum. I am the subtlest atom, molecule, everything that exists. I am in that. Be very clear that Bhagavan has initiated us and told all the signs to us. So let's hold that as a powerful cognition. Let's not doubt or have self-denial, self-hatred. For this session, just throw out everything, your thoughts, except you are Paramashiva. You are the consciousness. You are the quantum. You are the ultimate. And hold that Paramashiva space who has come down as your guru in your third eye. Again and again, cherish his words. Whatever you cherish, that becomes reality. Like whatever you search in Google, those are the information you get. Same way, when you search your inner space instead of the outer world to get satisfied, outer world satisfaction cannot fulfill you because it doesn't exist. How much ever you add, it can never satisfy. The real satisfaction is when you understand who are the greater science who's creating these indriyas, these senses, these outer world, all these sensory units which perceives and which gives you a pleasure or gives you an idea. Bhagavan says consciousness in different level. When you have the joy, the consciousness is called success. When you have the desire, it's called satisfaction. You have different words to experience the consciousness, but you can experience the consciousness itself as the ultimate. If you experience the space, you call it nature. Bhagavan says each of these words are so profound and so clear. How this consciousness is deeper and deeper in us, which is the real satisfaction. The indriyas, which is supported by this consciousness. A dead body also has the indriyas. He doesn't give any help. The consciousness behind that, who you are, even now, who is actually listening, that space is what we search for. And we understand, the more we search, we come to a conclusion. The Paramashiva in your heart is the consciousness pervading everywhere. Such a profound thing. You find out that you are nothing but the president's kid and you are searching for your parents somewhere. You are the ultimate. How would you feel? That is how you hold the inner space, that Paramashiva is my ultimate and I hold him with a deep gratitude that everything he's showering on me. Absolute unclutching from this world so that you can focus on the search that you have. Absolutely in oneness with Paramashiva, being that Bhava, sit as Parashakti. with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Be very clear, you are Parashakti. What you experience is the ultimate. And intensely chant the Mahavakya with a deep listening. When you listen to the Mahavakya, you become the oneness with Paramashiva, entangling with him in the quantum space. You see the chair, but you will stop seeing even Paramashiva there because you would have entangled and simply he disappears. You disappeared as body. The greater science is available to all of us when we stop the outer world and start living the inner science. The highest consciousness, you are not deluding. If you're deluding, the power manifestation will not manifest and materialize as vibhuti, kumkum, or haldi, the turmeric, sandalwood, all these. Because if you're fantasizing, it'll be just only incompletion. At the end of it, you won't feel fulfilled. So if you're feeling the Kundalini energy, if you're feeling the heat in the hand, tingling in your hand, you have started manifesting. Just hold the oneness continuously, you will merge into Paramashiva. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya deeply to experience the power of materialization.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. For the first cycle, you can verify, you can see the places, you can see your hands. If you started getting white dots, you can see if the white dots are appearing. That's beautiful. You can see in your hand how the manifestation simply starts happening in your hand. As white dots, you can see, or you can put a torchlight and see how these beautiful happenings, they spend trillions of dollars for these things. We just get it enjoying the powerful cognitions and just the chanting. Our hands are always loaded with all the kumkum and vibhuti and all that. You can now see with yourself in your hand or in the deities that you have kept how the small particles starts happening as reality. You can see very small particles starts happening in your hand. That's so beautiful how these just materialize from anywhere. We chanted just for 10 minutes and how these things just like that appear. If you still feel like only Kundalini energy, you feel like tingling, that's okay. Again, you can wipe out everything, completely wipe out, take a picture and then wipe out, and let's experience again. If it is happening, it should happen again and again and again. And if it's not happening, don't leave it unless it happens, because it is for everyone to experience, each and everyone to experience the Paramashiva space. If we are breathing, is everybody breathing? Yes. Even the animals, even the dogs, even the plants, even the insects, everything is breathing. The same way, everybody is a manifestation. Everything is a manifestation. The more and more you recognize that you are manifesting, you start recognizing more the manifestation simply happens just like a Leela. You don't have to do anything. Just be in the presence of Bhagwan in the Kailash Courtyard and the manifestation. One kid asked me, I didn't do anything. It is just moving. Exactly. We don't have to do anything. That is what Bhagwan says. Don't do anything. That keep yourself just shut down like completely, so that the inner space where it has to happen starts happening as reality. So we'll have one more cycle. Deeply just start chanting and deeply engage yourself in Paramashiva. Again and again into the deepest space of Paramashiva, of chanting. You will recognize your inner space, because everybody has recognized. It's like, do you know to sleep? Everybody does sleep. And we do recognize we are not aware of it. Many a times we call different words. That's what Bhagavan says. The success is consciousness. The desire which gets satisfied is consciousness. The very nature is consciousness. All that you experience is consciousness, but we don't recognize it, label it. Now let's start labeling and patenting it and recognizing it. That we are Paramashiva, and all the manifestation, let it happen just like that, a free flow from us. Let's not stop with our self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred. Let's drop that and catch up what we are, the ultimate space to create ultimate realities. So let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely with such a joy and such a bliss, and you soaking into that bliss. the entangling with Bhagwan, holding that bhava of Parashakti, so gorgeous, so beautiful eyes, so beautiful she is, gracing all of us. Hold that beautiful space and chanting the Mahavakya for the power of materialization second cycle.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever now you have seen in your fingers, go ahead, take a picture and share it in the tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. Whatever prasada you received, you can apply on your forehead, you can apply on the pain part, or give it to somebody who is experiencing so much of pain. Go ahead and share the prasada, and you can keep it for your own self, and you can even consume it, and you can experience the oneness with it. You share this beautiful science with the world. The more we share that I am Paramashiva, everybody is Paramashiva, everything is Paramashiva. So we go on sharing this, enriching and causing makes our journey very small so that we can experience more Paramashiva space in us. We are all vibrating in one higher frequency as reality, as quantum. We are happening as reality when we are perceiving it. Otherwise, we are Paramashiva as quantum, as the subtler and subtler and subtler objects, not as the gross matter, but a subtler matter in the subtler vibrations. So the more we understand the higher and higher reality, the more we can experience the oneness and be in the bliss continuously, manifesting all the auspiciousness, abundance. So share, enrich and cause others to experience the same. You will experience the depth of it. Bhagavan says, if you want to become rich, make 10 people rich. If you want to become a lawyer, make 10 people a lawyer. Same way, if you want to be Paramashiva, make 10 people Paramashiva. You are Paramashiva. The beautiful space that Bhagavan has given all of us, enrich and cause the world, even as little as you can. And if you see a dollar sign at the end of the session, please contribute to Kailasha. The auspiciousness and abundance that Bhagavan is flowing just like that. How the air, oxygen, prana is free. Everything is freely available, but we contribute only to build our Kailashas in our inner space. Contribution does not build outside. What we vote for is ourself. We build the Kailasha inside, and all the karmas just disappears if we have huge losses, huge pain, huge problems. Bhagavan says the prayers is the only option and contribution is the only way. Dharma protects us, whoever protects the Dharma. So that is why in each of the temple, the first thing is the hundi when you go inside. You contribute to support the Dharma inside you, your Dharma. Then that slowly builds the Kailasha and you experience the moksha. So with that, let's surrender all the powerful cognition and power manifestation to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Thanking each one of you, hundreds of you sitting here and manifesting powers. Thank you so much for being here and experiencing the oneness. So let's, from the deep yearning and deep gratitude, thank Bhagavan for the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, and the ultimate powers of Paramashiva, Kailasha of Paramashiva. And with that gratitude, let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. See you afterwards in the next satsang after next